cents. When it comes to building your fiscal house, there can be so many things to consider. Megan breaks it down for us now in this week's Dollars and Cents. Megan?
Thanks, Amy. So I don't know how many of you have built a house before, but my husband and I have. And actually, last year we built a new building for our company. And the first thing that we did was we found a trusted architect that could actually put together the plans of our house or our building. Think about your finances in the same way. We're not going to talk about a physical house. We're going to talk about your fiscal house. But the structure essentially is kind of the same. You need to start with a plan. You need to start with the foundation of what is this going to look like? What do you want your fiscal house to look like? And let's make sure that we can put all of the different pieces of your finances together to build your house the way that you want it. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is this overall arching plan. Now at Jones Advisory Group, we walk our families through a program and a process we call our trust process. The first thing we talk about is tax efficient strategies. Then we're going to look at your risk and investment management. That's the R. We're going to look at understanding Medicare and long-term care. That's the U in the trust process. The S is strategic income planning, because again, you can't have income in retirement without it. And then the T in the trust process, the final T, is the transfer of wealth. So we talk about legacy planning and estate planning and how might this look. So we're going to take all those attributes together, and during this trust process, we're going to talk to you about what your income needs to look like and where we're going to take it from in the different investments. So when we're talking about this fiscal house, like your financial house, the first thing that you do once you get the plan is put the foundation down. So think of your foundation as those investments that can't go backwards. They're principal protected in some sort of attribute. It could be CDs at the bank, could be your savings account, could be any investment that can't go backwards based on market volatility. There might even be some fixed annuities or some other investments. Again, you have to play by the rules of whatever company and contract you get into. But those are considered foundational because the market can't impede on those values. So then we look at the walls of your house. Now, these investments might be investments that have a little bit more ability to be changed. I mean, I don't know about you, but we've made some renovations in our house. We actually just did a closet renovation, which is fabulous. We have made updates to our kitchen. We've done the things that can make our house feel like a home and are important to us. It's the same thing with your investments. The walls of your investments should be positioned in such a way that we can make changes. It might be a mutual fund that we adjust. It might be another contract that we take over and change around. It could be investments that maybe are dividend bearing. So these are all things that we want to have in our walls and make sure that it's adjustment availability and also liquid. So then we look at the roof of our house. And for those of you that might know me, my father was a roofer. And so we always kind of prayed for the hailstorm because it meant work for him for a couple years. But we don't want that hailstorm or that tornado to come and take your whole house. Now, it might take the roof. So what kind of investments are in your roof? More aggressive investments, maybe individual stocks, investments that are positioned in such a way that in case they go away or even are reduced by half, the market takes half of their value, it's not going to impede on your overall investment picture. It's not going to make it so that you can't do the things that you want to do. So when we start to build this plan and we start to build your fiscal house, let us put the plan in motion, and then we will help make sure that you've got investments in that foundation, the right investments in your walls, and also the fun investments in the roof. We can put that together for you when you come in and see us at Jones Advisory Group. And that's what I have to say in Dollars and Cents.